Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker, and I can tell you, as a social worker, one of the things that I've enjoyed doing over the years is working with organizations that are really making a difference. One of those people and one of those organizations, Marilyn Bislin, who is with the executive director of Terrebonne Arc. You guys have been doing this for 60 years.
Yes, we have. And I've been involved for 38 of those 60 years.
Wow.
Yes.
You don't seem old enough.
I am.
Okay. I'll just be just very honest with you. You don't look old enough, but okay. So you started when you were 5 doing that. And so people that are really interested in finding out the development of Terrebonne Arc and where you've come from, they can actually go and watch a historical timeline, right?
Yes, they can. They can access through our website,
okay,
which is www.terrebonnearc.org.
Yeah.
And we have a history of our organization from the very beginning. The two people who actually were instrumental in organization, in the beginning of the organization,
right,
and all the way through 2021 right now.
Okay, right. As we kind of develop and going into 2022.
It's year by year a history
wow,
of our organization.
And y'all have done such wonderful work at helping people who are just otherly challenged. They're other abled is all.
Right, exactly. We have 140 individuals that we're supporting right now. We have a number of individuals who are not involved at this point because of IDA.
Oh, wow.
That they are significantly challenged. And so we're working on getting our buildings repaired.
Sure.
And hiring up more staff, getting more bus drivers, which we need desperately.
Okay. A shout out to more bus drivers.
Yeah,
okay,
bus drivers and people who want to work with individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities on a daily basis.
Right.
During the daytime, and we also have a tremendous need for people who want weekend work and nights.
And evening and night work.
Yes, exactly, with our residential program.
Right.
So, as you know, TARC provides extensive services for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities in Terrebonne Parish, and that is something that a lot of parents don't realize, that if you live outside of Terrebonne Parish, we cannot and will not provide services.
Yeah, it is confined to the
strictly Terrebonne Parish.
Right.
Correct.
And that's just because of the limitations of what TARC can do.
Well, it's
got to be
basically the limitations put upon us by the millage that
right,
we collect from the parish and the
right,
community. I've had many individuals move into Terrebonne Parish so that their family member can come to TARC. That's not unheard of.
Yeah, well, and quite frankly, it's one of those things where we've always encouraged people to go where you need to be.
Right.
And in Terrebonne Parish, the Good Earth, where we do a great job, and TARC does a great job of taking care of these people with some of these disabilities.
Yeah, we pride ourselves in giving some of the best services in the area. There are other organizations like us in other parishes. They don't have the support from their community like TARC does, and it astounds other executive directors and a lot of their board members who call me and say, how do you do what you do? Well, it's because of the support from our community. As you know, last January we opened our brand new restaurant.
That's right.
And we opened it in the middle of COVID, and we followed all the guidelines, and people were waiting, standing in line to get into the restaurant.
There are people that still sometimes wait 45 minutes to an hour to come in to experience that.
We have just recently opened every table.
Oh, congratulations.
Because we're staffed up.
Ooh.
And we also have enough people with disabilities who are waiting tables and doing all the you know, the hands-on things for the community and the people that come in. So
I love it.
yeah,
It's exciting. It's a great
It's-
time to come on and talk about it, Marilyn. It really is.
It's a great program. The restaurant we opened in 1982 on Great Caillou Road, we outgrew it.
Yep.
Not enough parking. People were, you know, even waiting then to come in. But now we have almost, not quite doubled.
Almost doubled, right? Okay.
Almost doubled
The
the
seating.
capacity, the seating. Every table is open now. And so we have less people waiting because they all can sit now.
Well, listen, I will tell you, I grew up right there across the street. I grew up in Acadia Land, and it is a focus of my parents who are a little bit older. They love going. We talk about it all the time, and we talk about when we can go to get in. And so that's exciting. I can't wait to tell them. So that's my first phone call when
Oh,
we
great.
finish.
Yeah,
is to
tell them
let
they
them
don't
know
have to wait.
they won't have to wait as long. So we've got just a few seconds left. That website again, if people want to go and look at the history of the 60 years that TARC has been providing services, www.terrebonnearc.org.
That's
where
correct.
people can go and talk about it. As we finish up here, this is just so very exciting that there are good things, but we also need bus drivers, we need care providers, personal attendants, and there are people that are needed for the daytime, for the evening, for the night, and weekends.
That is correct.
Okay. It's a shout out. It's a shout out to let people know. Marilyn, thank you so much for coming in and
Well,
joining us
thank you
today.
for inviting me.
And for the 38 years that you've spent there supporting our community and doing that
Thanks.
for TARC. Yes, ma'am. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment of Bayou Time. Don't go anywhere. I got a whole lot more local programming as we continue.